I got an interesting question from one of the people who follow my videos on another social media site inside one of my Facebook groups. I want you to come over and subscribe to my YouTube channel, though, if you get a chance to. All right? The question was, should your bottle returns exceed your resale business? And the reason why I got this question is because I talk about how to raise money for your resale business, how to separate your accounts, and how to have enough money to operate your resale business so it doesn't hurt you. So basically, the answer to that question is no, it should not. If it is exceeding your resale business, you're becoming very good at collecting bottles and cans, but you should try to find a more effective way to do it where it's not taking up too much of your time, such as letting the donation come to you. Part of the exercise involved in making this process easier, I would like to call it power thinking. What does it mean to be a power thinker? A power thinker is someone who can think work out. Like, for example, you can prepare work, you can prepare profitable things without taking up too much of your own time, without having to go out of your way. So that's a power thinker, someone who's always thinking of different ways to multiply their income without going too far out of their way. And a power thinker knows how to sacrifice one task for another. A power thinker tends to build at a brand and continue to let that brand elevate itself. One of the reasons why I talked about returning bottles and cans is because this is a great way to develop extra income to increase your business. Because one of the things in society that I know about some people who are very conservative and very money savvy, financially savvy, is that sometimes you can get to, because to me, saving money is a business too. You can get to a point where you're really good at saving money, but you do not know what to do with that money. So that money sits there dormant and it doesn't multiply. Whereas in a flipper, they can take $500 and turn it into $1,000. And if they can do this in 72 hours and your money and your $500, you're a great saver, or let's just suppose you have $10,000. That flipper will catch up to you very fast. But you won't notice because they're always going to be flipping bigger money as they go along. So don't fall into the cliche of thinking that says just because somebody has more money that they're better off than someone who doesn't have as much money as them, because that person's money may be sitting dormant. You know, what good is a tool that you don't use? Like, I can have all the tools I need to fix a door, but if I don't get started fixing that door, then, you know, all I have is just a space full of tools. And money is a tool. So that's one of the reasons why I talk about bottle returns, because bottle returns is it's a tool used by an effective power thinker. Because in society, many people try to think of different ways to make extra money. A job doesn't always cut it anymore. How do I know this? Because sometimes you'll be at the bank. You're a bank teller. You work at the post office. You work a regular job, making anywhere between $10 to $15 an hour. And somehow you're making car payments, you're paying rent, you're paying mortgage, you're paying for a cell phone, you're paying for other things. And that income doesn't always match that. You know, sometimes people are always trying to find ways to either find a roommate or whatever. But when it comes to making extra money, everyone usually gets excited with the resale business because it is by far one of the most profitable businesses since the beginning of time, if we allow ourselves to think that there was such a thing. Don't quote me. I'm just joking. Anyway, Now, I say that because sometimes we tend to think that certain habits are new, and they're not. But because things aren't new, neither is this. All right? Now, sometimes people look at bottles returns as a form of desperation, when really it's a form of strength. Because not only are you contributing to yourself and you're learning to respect the value of a dollar, because that's what bottle returns teach you, how to respect the value of a dollar. Not only do you have the opportunity to respect the value of a dollar, but you have the opportunity to enhance humankind and help us develop, because a lot of these bottles end up in water systems, destroying our economic system. And a lot of pollution is not good for us. We know this. So bottle returns is very spiritual and is very conscious. All right? And it's financially beneficial to those who don't see the benefit of it. You're charged for it, but some people don't return it. But anyway, to try to make this story a little shorter, a power thinker knows how to take something as small as this and turn it into a bigger profit. Of course, bottle returns aren't really large, and it's not a really big contribution to your income. But it's the little things that add up that build you from that point. So you're thinking, if you can make an extra $100 to $200 a month just off of bottle returns, which is possible. I think anyone who tries hard enough, you can do that. The best case scenario, $100. Almost worst case scenario, $200, because if you make it $200, your abilities to actually raise money or create a stream of income is greater than bottle returns, and you're not allowing yourself to develop those new instincts. So you need to redevelop your instincts and figure out what you're missing out on. But your bottle return should not exceed your resale income. Maybe if you're not as good at resale at first, it may, if you're getting started. But it makes you very conscious to do bottle returns and to try to continue on making like about, $100 a month or more. I would keep it at $100 a month if I were anybody, but sometimes it could be $200. If you're like me, you could probably get it up to $200. It won't bother you because you've mastered the craft of letting the donation come to you. And I don't waste my time at the machines. I just go and let the people count it for me out of a bag. I'm in there, out of there, and I'm on to the next one. So just like that, it's time to go and move on. So anyway, I hope this answers your question. And just remember, there's nothing wrong with taking small steps to build a larger income in time. And don't forget, after you subscribe to this video, it should take you at least 2 years before you can even think about doing a business full time. Don't do anything until those 2 years are up, because you're going to experience a lot of things. Everything can go smooth for 1 year, and then the year after that, something can crinkle or happen. But you need to go through those experiences to get better. All right? Thank you.